Hi everyone, thanks for joining me again today for a new layout. I'm doing a mixed media layout today with using stencils and a variety of embellishments that I have. If you want to make a beautiful layout with mixed media and try this, then please subscribe and then you'll be notified of new projects on my channel so you can follow along on my tutorials. So today I'm scrapbooking a photo of my mother that I took many years ago, and I decided I wanted to go with sort of a cherry blossom theme. I found some scraps in my stash from the basic Grey Plumeria collection, and I love it. I love all the purples and the pinks and things, so I've decided that I'm going to go with sort of a cherry blossom theme, and the photo was neutral enough that I could do that. So here I've just sprayed some shine spray, the Heidi Swapp shine spray through a stencil in different areas where I know I want some interest. And you'll see that I go back and forth from one side to the other. I'm flipping over because I don't want to waste any of that ink. So in that way I'm getting real bang for my buck out of that spray. So here's the selection of papers that I've chosen. Of course I'm going to distress them a bit to get started and then play around with the paper placement. So I had this photo of my mom. It was a trip that we took with my husband and his dad when he had come up for a visit, and my mom looks so happy here. We agreed when we were going through our photos that it's one of the best photos of my mom I've ever seen. So I knew I had to scrapbook it, and I wanted to make it kind of special. So when I was going through my stash with the basic gray, I love the Plumeria collection. I really wish that they would, that they hadn't gone out of business, because Basic Grey is one of my favorite companies ever. But fortunately, I did have quite a few pieces from the collection, and then I do have a paper pack still left. So I went around just grabbing the papers and figuring out the selection of how I wanted them placed, and now I'm just going to put some of the random embellishments on. They came with these really neat clear plastic embellishments, and I know when I was first starting, because I got this collection when I was first starting scrapbooking, so I was wondering, okay, well, how do you glue these down without the glue showing underneath? So I did figure out that there are a few glues out there that will glue dry clear, which is lovely. One of the ones I found is the one that I'm using on this layout, which is the Scotch Quick Dry adhesive. It dries clear, and I really like that it's a thin formula as well, even though it is a really good, it sticks really well, but it gives more of a, instead of a splotch of glue, you're going to get a nice thin coat of glue where you need it, and then it'll stay down and dry clear. So with the plastic embellishments, I'm not worried that it's going to really show through too badly. And so I'm going to go through some of my stash. I found some extra little pieces here and there, like some Maya Road tags that are made of canvas that I thought were really cute. And then I have this random tag that I liked, but I didn't want it sticking. I didn't want to cover up the string, the top. I didn't want to cover up the bottom because that's where the embellishment was on the tag. So I decided to just split it in half. So here I have a doily that I've just folded up, that I had sprayed some spray on as well to give it some shimmer. And then this is one of the tags that came with the Plumeria, and you'll see why a lot of scrapbookers do not glue their pages down right at the edges, because we like tucking things in, right? But this tag is an extraordinary size. It's a huge tag. So I decided that what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck it along the side, but I'm also going to sort of create this curtain, and then I'm going to journal on the scrapbook layout later. But it was a great way to add the tag there and just have the journaling kind of peekaboo. Here I've grabbed a flower from, it's a paper flower, mulberry paper, but you know how sometimes you get those long stems and you have no idea what to do with them? Like with these little cherry blossom ones, I've cut off the stems, but with the mulberry one here that I've got, I think it's supposed to be sort of a magnolia or something. I decided what I was going to do is just wrap that stem around a thin pencil or paintbrush, and then that way you kind of get a curly kind of a stem that actually adds some interest to the page. So thought I'd add that little tip for you. So question for you guys, have you ever made your own paper flowers? I've been following somebody on Facebook who's been making the most beautiful floral arrangements, and she makes her own paper flowers. And I thought, you know, with all the stash that I have, it would be a great way to use all the little bits and pieces that you end up from papers from collection kits like the Plumeria collection, where you just want to use every little scrap of paper. And I thought, well, you know what, maybe I'm going to give it a try and see if I can't do some flowers on my own. So I might do that. So let me know in the comments if you have ever given that a shot, or if you've ever made homemade embellishments. On this page, you'll see that I have little cherry blossoms and little flowers that I've die cut, as well as the fern leaf that I've die cut out of some papers. So I've done that, but I haven't done a lot of my own personal embellishments. So this is actually a really cute little pearl butterfly that I had, talk about old stash, from Prima, again, of course. And so I thought it would look really cool on the wood veneer butterfly, so that's what I did. And then I finally, the last piece of the puzzle for this one, I think, is going to be this word that says Cherish. And it's a piece of chipboard that I've had, and I sprayed it with some Heidi Shine Swapp spray. But then just to give it a punch more texture and just kind of make it really stand out on the page, I topped that with some glossy accents to give it a glossy coating. So you'll see more of it in the close-ups of what it really looks like. So I hope you enjoyed this layout. And I'd really appreciate it if you did. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more tutorials like this. I'm going to actually try doing maybe a couple of lives on Facebook in the future, but I'll let you know about that in the next time that I do it. So yeah, enjoy these close-ups. And I'm going to be trying to post at least 2 videos a week, so you can stay tuned for the next one later on in the week. And I really appreciate you being here. Again, if you enjoy these tutorials and want to be notified the next one that comes up, make sure to subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell so that you'll get a notification of my next project. Bye now.